Hey guys, this is going to be the beginning of a new crafty week, and we're gonna start out with a little crochet and chat. Let me see if I can make sure you can see me crocheting. Anyway, as you can see, I have started on my Valentine's Day gnome. Let me show you. I'm using the same pattern that I love. It's the Christmas Spirit gnome that we found, I believe, in 2022 in this magazine. It's a Crochet World. Have a happy crochet Christmas. And this came out in fall 2021. So yeah, 2021. We had the make along in 2022 in July, Christmas in July. So yeah, I've had this for a while. I am so proud of me for keeping up with it. Anyway, it is by Elisa's Crochet, and you can buy it. You can definitely buy the singular pattern from Annie's. I don't know if they still have this, but they definitely have the pattern. Okay, so and last video I talked a lot about how I don't necessarily like making things over and over again, except when I do. So for instance, this gnome I think is going to be number 6 or 7. Now I didn't sit and make them in rapid succession, but I have made about 6, somewhere between 5 and 7 of these. So this is either the number 6th or 7th one. And so I am just working on it. I am having a mental health day today. Just been kind of challenging for the last several weeks. Just work stuff. And so today is just a day to rest and rejuvenate and crochet. It brings all of that to me. It brings me rest. It brings me rejuvenation and joy. And I also read my Bible today. The verse mapping has been continuing on. It's been great. Actually, today would have been like the 30th day in a row that I have done it. And I'll probably just do like a little bit of a flip through of what I've done, just to share. Not really everything that I've done, because that's a lot of scriptures. I mean, that was one scripture a day for 30 days. So, but I will do a quick flip through of what I've done for the first month. It's something that I really, really enjoy, so I will continue to do so. Anyway, so yeah, I was talking in the last video about how I don't like doing things over and over again. But yeah, there are some things that I will constantly do. This gnome is one. I thoroughly enjoy Marin the Mermaid. I mean, when I first started making octos, I was really loving those too. But that's why I don't need to make anymore, because I made so many. So yeah, I'm to the point on the gnome that I am just going around and around and around there. What I did was I did all the increases, and then once I got to where I'm just doing straight rounds, that's when I decided to turn the camera on. And actually, I turned the camera on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm on the 15th row. I need to get to 18. So I had already been doing it before I turned the camera on. I was just trying to upload this week's most recent video that I keep referencing, that by the time you see this, you will have already seen that one. So, so I'm to the point on this one where I'm doing plain rows, and then I have I also have the Kuromi, the cap for the Kuromi, the gray part is also at the point of just doing, I think I need to do 6 plain rounds on that. So I'll probably do the 6 plain rounds on this and then do the 6 plain rounds on that. And yeah, that will be that. And then for the knitted hat, it's actually time to start decreasing on that second knitted hat, which I'm excited about because then I can get started on the fingerless mitts that I'm going to make to go with them. So our weather here has been absolutely crazy. It's not shining today. Yesterday, so like in the wee hours of the morning, it started raining and it was pouring down all night. But by the time, even when I dropped Jordan off at school, it was still raining. But then somewhere around mid-morning, it stopped. And then, you know, last night, I got on with my girls for my knit night. I got on, we have a virtual one. We've been doing it for years. And like I keep saying, I hardly ever go. Not like they're very consistent. And I pop in when I can. And I think I'll be able to do it more often. Because I was feeling like I just had to be like camera ready. And so I wouldn't go on because when I come home from work, I just don't want to be camera ready. So last night I was just in a state of mind where I just felt like I needed to do it and just, you know, have some relaxing time with crochet friends, even though I was knitting. So I got on last night and I was completely not camera ready. Not that I'm that camera ready today, but I was more ready. I'm more ready today than I was yesterday. Let's put it like that. Anyway, and it was good. I'm glad I went on. It just made me feel so much better to be chatting with them, talking with people about something that you enjoy. It's so cool, right? Like that we can do that. So, while I was on, the rain amped up. It came back. It amped up. There was thunder, which is like, what? And then there was hail. And that lasted for, I would say, about 5 minutes. It was so intense. And then it went away. And today, the sun is out. It's chilly out, but the sun is out. So, yeah, it's great. But I think today is, let me see. I think today is no rain. Tomorrow is cloudy again, but no rain. I hope, because that's what the weather forecast said. And I'm going to be going with my bestie to we're going to get our nails done. So I'm hoping I don't have to be rolling around out there in the rain. And, you know, while I'm out, I'm going to check out Joann's, because the girls, they hit me to the jive on some more new yarn. Like, come on, Joanne, stop it. I'm trying to hold back. But they showed me some yarn last night. Deb showed me some yarn, so I'm gonna blame her. She was driving the bus, so I'm gonna have to like hop on that bus and head on over to Joanne and check out that yarn in person that she showed me, and maybe get a skein or two. Actually, it's in a cake form. I've already forgotten the name of it, but it was pretty. So, I'll do that tomorrow. It'll be like a continuation of my self-care. You know, today is a day of rest. Tomorrow's gonna be mani-pedi day, and then probably lunch out, and then likely run by one of the yarn shops, probably Joann's, because I won't check that yarn out. Also, because I have another skein of this. I think it's gonna be the same line, but a different color. It's like more of a cranberry, and I got that one from Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie. And I won it she was doing amigurumi wars. Not wars. That's another group of people. she was doing Attack of the Amigurumis, where she was putting out a challenge every month for we did it for like a couple of years in a row, of a different category, and you would make a amigurumi in that category and post on her Facebook group, and then you would get entered to win a prize. And I won one month, and it was, I believe it's the same as the blue. So I'm tempted to also stop by Hobby Lobby to see if, because they're both, I love this yarn. This fallish colorway is called, I love this yarn print. And it was called Beret Day. That was the color name, Beret Day. And I don't know if you could see that kid there, but I guess that's the yarn crocheted up or knitted up. Let's see what kind of pattern they have here. This is knitted. Over dyed. Interesting. This pattern that they have the picture on is not the same yarn, because yeah. Anyway. But yeah, there's a pattern right there for it. It's knitted. Anyway, I'm tempted to go and see if they have something that's really like this print that would go with that cranberry one, so I can make yet another set of hat and fingerless mitts. Maybe to just put up in my Etsy shop. So yeah, that's going to be part of the self-care 2 days. Today and tomorrow will be self-care days for me. Anyway. So yesterday, at the end of the day, after I picked up my son, I had this idea in my head about what I wanted to do behind me, and you could kind of see a little bit of what I did. So if I show you the little tower behind me back here, I took my, the display I was using. There's those cube wires from Amazon. You get like a 6 cube set for something like $27, I think, when I got mine. And I had in the back of my mind that I wanted to use it and put it behind me so I can get like a little bit of a yarn display behind me. But normally you either see these as like 2 equal towers put together, like 3 on this side, 3 on that side, or you see 4, then 3, then 2. Is that right? No, you see 3, then 2, then 1. That's what you see. 3, then 2, then 1, like stair steps. But I went ahead, I said, I'm going to make a tower. And so it could be tall enough where you would see it behind me. And that's what I finally did. The thing has been in my car since the last craft show. And I hadn't done it, but it's been in my mind to do. So I have been throwing yarn back behind me on the floor. And really what my plan was to put all of my gnome yarn in there. And so all of this, except when you get down really low, like right there, but the 1, 2, and 3, this is all Charisma by Loops and Threads, because I love it for the gnome. I really, really love how it looks in the gnome. And then off to the side, on this side, on the floor, you can't see it, but it's the bag with the partials that I've already used so that I can maybe make some scrappy gnomes down the line. That's how much I like this pattern. So yeah, I take back saying I don't enjoy doing things over and over again, because clearly I do. It just depends on the pattern. Kind of like how Rose from Rose Likes Crochet says she gets obsessed with a pattern and she just keeps making it and making it. Rose is on a different level than me, but I can kind of relate. I am not tired of making this gnome. I have 3 different not Halloween. 3 different ones I want to do for sort of Valentine's Day ish. I want to do this pink, and right there is the colorways that's gonna go with it. And then I have these lighter pinks, and they will probably go with this colorway. And then this is it's called Cherry Blossom, but there's nothing red about it. It's all these pinks and purples. And then you can't tell from here, but right up and through here is dark purple. So I am planning to those 3 different ones. Plus there's, I think it's this one right here that has the yellows and the turquoises and things in it that I want to use for like a Easter themed gnome. So I just put all the yarns there that I plan to use for these gnomes. Let me count this, because I probably am going beyond what I need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I've still got 2 more to go. So I'm on the 17th round, and I need to do up to 18, and then it will be time to decrease on this. So I couldn't, with the new Karomi that came in the order for that, I just didn't want to not do something that I want to do. And so I went ahead and got the Karomi to a certain point, and then I said, okay, I can do a little bit on my, I mean, I've been knitting the hat the whole time. I'm on hat number 2. It worked up really quick with a little attention. That second hat will be done tonight. And if we're gonna go out to dinner, so maybe tomorrow or so, it'll be done by the weekend is over. I'm hoping to get a lot done on Karomi before the weekend is over, even if I just get all the parts made, and then the rest of the week would be just putting it together, and then I could deliver it by the end of the week. That would be fantastic. So anyway, I think, did I tell you guys that so how I'm getting, did I say this? I'm sorry. You know, sometimes, you know, you get older, you forget what you already said. And I plan to, especially if you talk a lot like me anyway, in real life I talk a lot. So I plan to, you know, with doing these orders and stuff is not my jam in general, but how I'm getting myself through it is that I'm going to be saving the money toward my 60th birthday celebration. I am really close to being 60 years old. I'm not there yet, but I'm really close. And my big plan is to travel for my 60th birthday. I don't want to party. I want to travel. And so I have been all up into Korean culture since like about 2015. BTS, that started for me in 2021. So 2015 is when I started watching Korean dramas. And I have been wanting to go to Korea ever since I started watching Korean dramas. And so if you ever watch them, you know, everything is so centered around meals and food. And so it makes you just want to go to Korea and eat. So I've been wanting to go. So after I just fell in love with BTS, I decided that I'm absolutely going to do this for my 60th birthday. My 60th birthday. So by the time I turn 60, the guys will be out of the military, and therefore I want to go once they're out. Not that I'm, you know, it's not like I know that I'm not going to their house or anything, but I just want to go to Korea when I know that they are out of the military. Plus it just coincides with my 60th birthday. So I told myself, you know what, I'm not going to open myself up to a ton of orders. I'm not going to do that. But when I take an order, That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the money to the side. When I make money on Etsy, you know, that's what I'm going to do. Put the money to the side. And when I make money on my craft shows in the fall and winter, I'm going to put that money to the side. And I'm going to start my my career trip fund. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. All right, I'm almost done here, and it's been so cool to sit and chat. This might just get uploaded as a crochet and chat, so maybe I will just continue on, and I'll get this final row done, and then I'll pick up Crochet. Although I don't know what else to talk to you guys about other than what we've already talked about. I hope everybody here is well. I hope that you guys are doing okay with your weather. I mean, for us, even though when I say it's chilly, it's just chilly for California. I watched Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming. Hey, Laura. She put up the weather in the North Pole, and I was like, oh my God. Everything was well below the O, y'all. It was like minus 37 degrees. I said, what? And that's like, I don't know. I assume they deal with wind chill. So in Chicago, you get the low temperature, but you also are dealing with wind chill factor, which, you know, the wind chill, for those who have never experienced, is that it makes it feel colder. So it might be minus 37 degrees, but with the wind chill factor, it feels to the human body colder. So I can't even imagine what you just, I mean, you know, I can't imagine, you know, but that weather is intense, and I know a lot of you guys have had some intense weather, and for us, this is intense. Everything that we're experiencing right now is not normal for, you know, it's unusual. It is rainy season, but thunder and hail, that's usually not the case around here. Anyway, but I hope everybody out there is like, you guys are feeling some, you know, semblance of normal again with your weather. And I hope everybody is safe. So yeah. So I'll have a few more stitches here, and then I'm going to pick up the Crochet. So what I'm going to do is turn off the camera, and I'm going to come right back and keep crocheting and chatting. Hold on. So now I have Crochet. So for this one, I am done, and it's time to start to decrease this guy or girl. It's a guy, it's just gonna be pink. And this one I used a eye hook on this one. This is one of those ones that are like Hobby Lobby, but I know this is the Temu one because you know, it's fading. The size and stuff is fading off. But I thoroughly enjoy these cheap hooks to the point where you look at me. I'm using the cheap hook again. So anyway, so we are at the point on Crochet that, let me find my paper. Hold on. Everything is in front of me, so I just lean down and pick it up. All right, so you can see how far I've gotten, and I'm just highlighting because I'm trying to do it one row at a time, and I only have, oh no, I need to go to, oh okay, I need to go to 19. So let me count and see where I'm at. It's time for straight rows, and it's for 6 of them. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. All right. So, wait, that's 13. So we need to go 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 6 rows of plain in the circle, in just plain straight crochet. So for this, I'm using a 4.5 because, like I said, I feel like the velvet yarn really does, the Bernat velvet, it leans more toward being like a 4 than it does an actual 5. So because like when I did the, for instance, this, this is that Posh yarn from Loops and, not Loops and Threads, from Joann's Big Twist. And I used the 5, and look at how beautifully close those stitches are. And I'm doing yarn over because I don't have the muscle memory for yarn under, and when I do it, it hurts, and I don't feel like working through the pain until I get the muscle memory. So I just use a small enough hook so that I don't have a lot of holes in that thicker yarn. This is also classified as a number 5, and it doesn't behave like a 5 though. So that way, yeah, so I'll use a 4.5 for this. I don't remember if I used 4.5 for the first Kuromi or not. I feel like I might have used a 4 because this is feeling like it's going to be bigger. And by the way, my son tried to talk me into giving him this Kuromi and not give it to the kid who I'm making it for. He said he would pay me to get it first because now he wants a Kuromi, guys. I'm going to be an expert Kuromi maker. Now I'm going to have to make another one. He might have to wait though because I just finished Pimple Up. So I'm going to take a break from Kuromi and then I might get his started. But I mean, the truth is I'm probably going to have plenty. You can get another Kuromi out of the yarn that I have easily, I think. And maybe to make myself feel better, I will make the hat in an actual black instead of a dark gray. But when you look around, like the designer, I don't have this printed in color, but she made her Kuromi with dark gray. She didn't use plush yarn, but I've seen Kuromi's hat being purple, lavenderish, and I've seen it being like coal black. So I might make Kuromi for Jordan with black velvet yarn instead of the smoky gray one that we've been using for this. So we'll see. But yeah, he now wants one after he saw the one that I did as well. So I really am not this person, guys. I know Ravini, who is in our group on Facebook, and she posts all on Instagram as I think it's Little Cakes Crochet. I'm gonna put the link to her Instagram profile because she has such impeccable stitches when she is working on her crochet. Her stitches are impeccable. Like, they are flawless. Like me, like you might catch me making one that's like a little bit bigger where the tension might be off on, 1 or 2 within the row or whatever. She is impeccable with her stitching. And so y'all should check her out. She makes a lot of different kinds of projects, but I brought her up because I remember when everybody was making the Bernie Sanders pattern. There was a few of them out there and everybody was making them, and I think she made 6 or 8 of them. I can't even imagine. And mine's is still sitting over there. I made it so far after the fact because I just could not get into it. And then finally I was like, I think it was one of them years when I was like, I'm going to finish up stuff. So I finished up Bernie Sanders. But she made like 6 or 8 of them. I'm like, what? Not for me. Anyway, so now I'm like, Jordan wants this Kuromi as well, so he can have one, but he may have to wait since we just delivered his Pimple Up to him. And in case you didn't know, you already know because I fussed about the book so much. Pimple Up is a Pokemon. So yeah, now like I said, I do not make licensed characters, and so yeah, but I think I have an idea for this particular Kuromi. I'm going to I believe I'm going to use some crochet cotton for the eyes and the nose. I did use acrylic on the first one that I made, and I did okay, but I think I can do better with the thinner yarn, because her eyes are, I don't know if you could tell from the picture at all, but her eyes are, they're ovals, but then you fold them down. So it's like an oval at the bottom and flat on the top. See if you can tell. You can kind of tell with that picture. And then you put her eyelashes on. Well, folding down that acrylic was a little bit tough. So I think if I use crochet cotton, if I can get it the right size, because even with, like I said, with the acrylic, I actually took off a round. I didn't do all the rounds, or I took down the chain so that it wouldn't be so big. So maybe with the crochet cotton and follow the pattern exactly, maybe I'll be able to actually get that look and get those facial features just a little bit better. Anyway, I think we're gonna end right here. We've been talking a long time, and really I'm just rambling on about not a whole lot. So yeah, this is going to be uploaded simply as a crochet and chat, because on this beautiful day I am doing self-care, and I had time to sit here and chat with you guys. I couldn't go live, but you know, one day I'm gonna get together for those lives. But yeah, I'm almost finished with this row. So once we finish this round, let's go ahead and be done with this crochet and chat. You guys, if you worked along with me, comment down below. Let me know what you worked on. Let me know how 2024 is treating you so far. And yeah, let me know if you're not working on anything, what you're planning to work on. I think after the Crochet, it'll be a couple of gnomes. I also will be making a dragon for my BTS project for February. I am going to be making a purple dragon, and can you see? No, you can't see the yarn, but I got the yarn behind me. I got some Chenille Home Slim, which I'm not really a huge fan of, but I want different purples, and so I found one with them. When I was ordering the rest of my Charisma, I just threw in this ball of purple Chenille Home Slim, and so that is what my little dragon is going to be made out of. So the Knit Night girls and I are doing a monthly amigurumi challenge within the Knit Night group, and so therefore we're doing prehistoric animals, dragons, and okay, you know what, let me just admit this, dragons are like fantasy, right? They're not real, right? I think, right? I don't know. I mean, maybe they are. I don't know why I can't remember that. I'm going to Google it after this. Anyway, I'll talk back soon. Thanks for joining me for this little crochet and chat. I will see you in the next video. Till we meet again, keep it crafty. Everything you need to find me and contact me is in the description box below. Peace. Let's ask Google. Oh, let's ask Alexa. Alexa, are dragons real? Alexa, are dragons real?
Good afternoon, Kimberly. Dragons, as magical creatures from folklore, are not real. While some individuals believe in the existence of dragons based on religious texts or other sources, there is no scientific evidence to support the claim.
So there you go. Bye.